All right, all right, all right. Peace and wellness, family. I hope that y'all are well and happy and whole and all that good stuff. Good morning to you. I don't know if y'all have tea or coffee or water or something. Okay, but good morning. Here's my cheers. I hope that y'all are well. I see y'all, family. Shout out to the wellness community. Butterflies in the sky. We fly twice as high. Take a look. We read books. It's the wellness community. Hey, how y'all doing, family? I hope that y'all are well. Hey, Queen Beijing. Speaking of the wellness community, family, first off, let me just go ahead and set my intentions. Y'all know I always like to set my intention at the very beginning of the video. So the intention of this video is to discuss this Lionsgate portal that we are in. People was in the group chat in the wellness community like, are you going to talk about it? Are you going to talk about it? And I've mentioned the Lionsgate portal in previous videos, in our new moon video, in the Venus retrograde video, our full moon video recently. I've been talking about it a lot and essentially just been like hinting at it being a beautiful time to manifest and connect to your highest self, right? That's been a consistent theme. This video, I want to really go deep and unpack, what does the Lionsgate portal mean? What is this time period that we are in, and why is it seen as so powerful? What is the portal? What is happening on August 8th, 8/8? What is this manifestation day? Also, how may all of this impact our energy? What are some things that we can do? What are some practices that we can utilize to manifest this energy, utilize this energy for our wellness, and manifest a deeper connection to our highest self, as well as some of the things that we desire? Okay, family, so that's the intention for this video. But before I get into that, speaking of the wellness community, I have to shout out my sister Queen. Where is she? I saw her comment in here earlier before I started. Let me get her. Here she go. Here she go. Happy Saturn Day to our sister Queen, Universal Lighthouse, also known as Shonne Williams. If you are in the wellness community, you already know. But if you are not, let me move your comment down, Universal Lighthouse, so they can see the full book. Our sister Queen Shonne Williams, also known as Universal Lighthouse, has released a book, y'all. It's called Finding Your Own Uniqueness. It's so dope, so beautiful. Shonne, I'm not gonna spoil nothing. But I do want to show the people some things. Okay, I do want to show them some things. So if you look in the book at the end, it's some journal prompts, and throughout the book, or some space to write, I should say. Throughout the book, there are beautiful, divinely aligned, wellness-centered pictures and photos that you can color. There are explanations on how to find your own uniqueness, how to connect to your higher self. There's journal prompts, there's mantras, there's crystal recommendations, there's practices. There's so many different things in this book, okay? Shout out to our sister Queen, Universal Lighthouse, also known as Shonne Williams, the author of Finding Your Own Uniqueness. Finding Your Own Uniqueness, y'all, is such a dope book. I was so grateful to receive it. And I've really just been going through it. I'm waiting on my crayons to come in because I am a colorer. I am a painter. I've been primarily painting mostly recently. So I said, I got to get me a fresh set of crayons so I could be able to utilize my book and work through it. But I got to show love to my sister Queen, Universal Lighthouse. Shonne, please put it in the chat where the people can purchase, where you prefer for them to purchase the book, okay? It's good for people of all ages, okay? Not just children, but adults as well. But it's definitely very child friendly. Okay, I love it, love it, love it. Shout out to our sister Queen, Universal Lighthouse, also known as Shonne Williams, the author of Finding Your Own Uniqueness. Very proud of you, sister Queen. Shonne, Universal Lighthouse, has been in the wellness community since we started, February 2020. She is one of our earliest members, super dope. Go follow her on Instagram. We call her the Crystal Lady, the Crystal Queen. She is the guru of the crystals and all things centered in wellness and healing. She's also a master Reiki practitioner as well as teacher. She's a super dope sister. She offers courses and consultations and a variety of things. So go follow her on Instagram, okay? Now let's get started with this Lionsgate portal, okay? So we could really get into it and utilize this energy for our wellness. Now, family, let me just go ahead and say, okay, let me get comfortable because we gonna take it easy. What Tina said, sometimes we like it nice and easy. Okay, we gonna take it easy, huh? Family, the Lionsgate portal is not a new concept, okay? And it's very important for y'all to know this. This is not a new concept. It's becoming more popular recently, especially like in the wellness communities, the spiritual communities. It's becoming more popular within these past few years. But the Lionsgate portal is a time period that usually falls around the end of July to the beginning of August, usually ranging from about July 26th until about August 12th, sometimes to August 16th. And during this time period, since the ancient Egyptian times, this period has been seen as a great opportunity to manifest, right? So this is a prime manifestation time period. So this is not a new practice or a new concept to focus on connecting to your higher self, connecting to your higher source, manifesting your desires, receiving abundance. This is not a new concept. This is very ancient, very old, very traditional, and dates back to the continent of Africa with the ancient Egyptians. So it's important to know that this is a historical time period, okay? The Lionsgate portal ain't new, it's true, okay? And not only was this time period seen as a great opportunity to manifest, but also, again, it was seen as a time period of abundance, right? Where a lot of abundance was coming in. And let's talk about why. Let's get into the alignment that's happening. So, with the Lionsgate portal, this is the time where our sun in Leo aligns with the star Sirius, as well as Orion's belt and Earth. So the sun, the star Sirius, Orion's belt, and Earth are all in alignment. Now, let me break down why each of those aspects is important and contributes to this manifestation energy. Okay, let's get into the things, huh? Let's get into the things. And wellness community, as usual, y'all know the notes is going to be available in the Patreon family. The notes will be available in the Patreon. Okay, so y'all don't need to worry about taking notes. If you are not in the wellness community, take your notes. And also, just for everybody, just to make things easier, in the description of this video, I put a list of resources, because when I get to the practices and some things to do, a lot of folks ask, well, how do we do that? How do we do that? I've already created multiple videos on how to do these different things. So I'll put all of the quick links and resources in the description of this video already, okay? But let's talk about this alignment that's happening and why all of it is contributing to this beautiful manifestation energy, the veil being thin, the portal of manifestation being open. First off, we have our sun in Leo, and we already talked about that across multiple videos recently, right? And what I love most about the sun in Leo energy is it really causes a lot of us to be very introspective. So it's important to note that when we're talking about the sun is known and symbolized with divine energy. It's our divine connection to the highest supreme energy. That's that sun energy. The sun is also known for purification and cleansing. That's that fire energy. So removing anything that is not of your wellness and helping you to align with your divine self. Y'all know Diddy got to be in the... Diddy, you about to reveal my goodies to the people. I know they just got reduced, but the people can't see the girlies. Okay. But yeah, so the sun is also known for purification energy as well, removing anything that is not aligned with our highest self, and really getting us back to connecting to our Ori in a very pure and natural state. Okay, so it's important to note that that's the power of the sun. That's the energy of the sun. And the reason I like to break all of this down to y'all family is because even outside of this, I want you to know and understand the energy you are connecting with. You know, I'm always telling y'all, take your ass outside, connect with the universe. So it's important to remember what these bodies do, what these energy sources do for you. So whenever you are feeling like there's some energy that's like holding you down, there's some energy that's not aligned with your wellness, that's really weighing on you, that's why you need to go outside in the sun and allow the sun to cleanse you and bathe you. That's why we call it sunbathing. Cleanse yourself in that sun energy. Connect with that higher supreme energy. Remove anything that is not of your wellness. Reconnect to your Ori, okay? So it's important to do that. Come on, Kwani. Kwani said, I'm outside right now. I'm outside right now. I love it. I love it. So that's the sun energy. Now, the sun being in Leo, we got to double up, right? An intensity of that power because Leo is a fixed fire sign. So more of that fire energy, especially manifesting from within. Leos are very introspective. So Leos are very much grounded in passion, in courage, in loyalty, in vigor, in confidence. Leos are known for being very extra, very bold, but also very confident, very sure, very certain, especially in their thoughts, their ideas, and who they are. That's Leo energy. Leo is also a sign that is ruled by the sun. So that's why I said it's very important to keep in mind that this is an intensified energy, right? That we have with this sun in Leo. Now, the star Sirius is very important to keep in mind. And that's what's really making this Lion's Gate portal so powerful, right? Because see, our sun in Leo is the lion. So that's where the lion comes from, the Lion's Gate portal. But what's really intensifying this time and turning it into really a portal of just divine energy is the fact that the star Sirius is the brightest star in the sky. It's the brightest star in the sky. And with the star Sirius, again, it was known from ancient Egyptian times as a sign and symbol of abundance, simply because it always showed itself and aligned with that sun in Leo at the peak of rain season. And when it was the peak of rain season, the Nile would overflow and flood, right? And some people will say, well, why is that a positive thing? Why is that a good thing? It's really because, again, this time period was known as a time of abundance. The rain was known as a blessing. It wasn't seen as a negative thing. It was seen as overflow. We are abundant. We have more than we want, more than we need, right? An overflow and overfilling of your cup. So this time period was celebrated. This time period was honored. And I really think that that's a powerful lesson, right? A powerful message, because where people hear flooding and they're like, oh my gosh, that's crazy, that they automatically think negativity. But they view this flooding of the Nile as something positive and a sign and symbol of abundance and overflow. More than enough, more than enough. And let's talk about that power of water. I got a whole ditty, y'all, because the dog downstairs is outside. The lady is outside. The ditty trying to get to the people to act up. And we don't have the time. Ditty, relax. Okay, calm your nerves. Calm your nerves, please. But yes, family. So I always felt like that was a very powerful lesson, right? In that sign of abundance, that sign of overflow. That's the star of Sirius, right? So Sirius is aligned with our sun in Leo. Now let's talk about Orion's belt. A lot of people, when they talk about the Lion's Gate, some folks prefer to leave out Orion's belt because it's very much attached to Greek mythology, right? Very much attached to Greek mythology. So for a lot of people, when they're talking about, this time period, they want to leave the Greek mythology out of it. But the thing I love about Orion's belt, and the reason I acknowledge it during this time, is because so Orion's belt is an alignment of 3 stars. And the thing about it is, with Orion's belt, it's named after the Greek mythological figure Orion because it's seen as a symbol of strength and protection, right? It is also believed that the pyramids are aligned with Orion's belt. The 3 pyramids in Giza are aligned with Orion's belt, right? So it's seen as a symbol of alignment. It's seen as a symbol of strength and protection because of this alignment, again, from the ancient Egyptians, but also highlighting that protection energy. Orion's belt sits right over a molecular cloud where stars are birthed from. So Orion's belt is also symbolized as not only a protection of your manifestations, but the energy body, protecting the energy body in which your manifestations are birthed from, because it sits over that molecular cloud from where all stars are birthed. Okay, so that's why I like to acknowledge Orion's belt when we talk about the Lion's Gate, because that's powerful, that's very beautiful, and that also intensifies this energy of birthing our desires, birthing what we want, birthing what we need. That is important. That's important. And yes, Tara said, I heard the pyramids are portals. I've been to the pyramids, I've been inside the pyramids. Okay, there's an energy around the pyramids, in the pyramids, that's amazing. And when I went, I was solo traveling. I went very early where it wasn't crowded. I also went during the winter where a lot of people weren't, like, it wasn't heavy tourism. It was beautiful. It was myself, another sister and her friend. We went down together, random strangers. We went down there together, went to the bottom, and it was beautiful because you can either go up or you can climb down. So we went down, right where some of the tombs were kept. Okay. And yes, there was a tomb that was kept there, but it was beautiful. And the sister started singing. I felt like a fan, right? So she was a background singer for an artist. I'm not gonna get into that, but I felt like a fan because I wanted her to sing Ave Maria. If you know anything, y'all know I'm a Beyonce stan. When she went to the pyramid, she went to the top and she sung Ave Maria at the top of the pyramid. So the sister was singing. I forgot what song she was singing, but it was beautiful and her voice was echoing. It was just the vibe and the energy. So the vibrations from her beautiful voice, us being in that alignment, it was just an amazing, amazing time. And the energy there is serious. And I know a lot of people feel like because of the tourism, it's been oversaturated and all of that. But family, I promise you, if you are aligned and you are aware and you are open, go early when there's not a lot of people. You can get some time by yourself or maybe one or two other people with you, but go during a time where you can just really meditate and connect with the deep, beautiful ancestral energy that is there. Okay, trust me, it's an amazing experience. Okay, family. So again, oh, thank you, New Diamonds. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. Thank you. So again, keep in mind, family, that this Lionsgate portal, there's so much power here because Earth is aligned with all of this energy. So the Sun in Leo being aligned with the brightest star, the star Sirius, also aligned with the Orion's belt, right? So we have this opportunity to manifest, and not only that, but for our manifestations to be strengthened and protected. And I really, really love that. I really love that. Now, how may this impact our energy? Of course, a lot of high intuition, a lot of high intuition. When you're connecting to your Ori, you're connecting to your higher self, a lot more clarity, a lot more intuition energy, intensified dreams, of course. Again, the time to manifest, right? So having new ideas, having a more clear visions also will impact our energy. Deeper spiritual connections, especially within relationships with people, wanting to connect with folks in a more spiritual way, have more spiritually based conversations, more wellness based conversations, desiring to be in spaces where practices are shared. People are talking about wellness practices and things like that. Right now is a time where when we say the portal is open, that really just means that, or the veil is thin. That really just means that during this time, the veil between realm and physical realm is thin. So it makes it easier. It's more conducive for folks to be able to manifest, to get the clarifications, to have these spiritual connections that they desire at this time. Okay, so that's what that means. Now, also keep in mind that a lot of us will desire, because of that Leo energy, that fixed energy, a lot of us will desire safety and grounding in our wellness. So you may try to figure out right now during this time, you have the urge to kind of figure out what is really for me. What are my wellness practices? And remember what I talked about when I was talking to y'all about that full moon in Aquarius energy, that super full moon in Aquarius energy that we just experienced from our full moon that peaked on August 1st. A lot of folks have already been in this energy of trying to find the balance between structure and freedom. But with this Lionsgate portal energy, it's almost intensified in the sense of now we are deciding what is really for me, what is really aligning with my wellness, what practices are aligned with me and help me feel like I am connecting with my higher self, help me feel and receive that spiritual communication. So we're at the point now where we are deciding. It's no more trying to figure it out. It's really making a decision of this is for me, this isn't for me, and I'm going to release that. Okay. So that's the energy impact. Now, some things that we can do. And keep in mind, when it comes to this, I already put the resources in the description of this video, so you don't have to try to research hard to figure out the how. Of course, the resources that I put in the description are just one resources. They're a compilation of different videos, but I also would love for you to go research and find more resources, articles, other videos that help verify or maybe differentiate some of these understandings, and you could do what's aligned with you. Okay, so feel free to research more resources on your own. Like consciously say, research over me search. Okay, research over me search. So do more research. But things that we can do, of course, again, because this is an open portal, a beautiful period to manifest. The first thing is implement some manifestation practices. Okay, so this is the time where you want to create a vision, decide what it is that you want, create a vision for it. Now, you can write that vision down, you can do a vision board, you can fully script your vision when you write it down, type it up, whatever, no matter what you want to do. Create a vision and put it down. As Badu say, you write it down on real paper with a real pen and watch it get real. And that's really, really how it works, family. You have to, when it comes to your vision, when it comes to your desires, it's just loading. Y'all can't see me. Can y'all see me? I need some confirmation, family. Oh, I feel like y'all can see. Let me know if y'all can see me. Okay, let me know, family. Let me know. Okay. Okay, they can see me. They can see me. It's you, sis. It's you, sis. Okay, sis in the comments says she can't see. It's loaded. It's your Wi-Fi, girl. It's your Wi-Fi. The people can see. Okay, it's you, sis. Okay, we love you. Go to the Starbucks or something. Okay. But yes, family. So it's important, again, it's important to write it down and make it happen. You can't hold the vision within yourself. Now be mindful of who you share it with. Be mindful of who you share it with. Be mindful of who you open up your portal to, because yes, there's a planetary portal, there's a universal portal, there's a spiritual portal. You are also to a portal. Your vision, your ori is your portal. Your higher self is your portal. So you have to be mindful of who you open up your portal to and who you speak and share your visions with from your own portal. Be mindful of that, family. Okay, so it's important to keep some things to yourself sometimes and hold it in. But when I say hold it in, I mean hold it in your aura, hold it in your energy field, hold it in your own portal. But write it down, release it in the form of writing the vision down, doing a vision board. And I talk about this in the resources as well. Like I said, there's a list of different videos I already put where I talked about secrets of manifestation and how to vision board and all of that in the resources. But I really hope that y'all understand, when it comes to getting it out in a way that feels right for you. I have a variety of vision boards. I used to vision board heavy. I used to do a vision board for my birthday every single year. And like I said, I love to paint. That's one of my ways that I get it out. But some of my paintings, some of my vision boards, what I desire, what I want, the energy is represented by different colors. So it's not always words. It's not always, cutouts in the magazine. I have some vision boards like that are like pictures and images and words. But the ones that I paint are sometimes symbols. I've used even Adinkra symbols for vision boards. And I've put specific Adinkra symbols aligned with what I desire. I found the Adinkra symbol that represents what I desire. And I made a vision board of Adinkra symbols. I think that one was for my 29th birthday. So just keep in mind that when you are getting it out, it can be done in a variety of ways. You can do a graphic design type of vision board, okay, on your phone. Use graphic design. It can be, you have your vision board on your phone. Make it your background on your screen. There's a variety of options, okay? No one way is the way. You have to find the way that works for you, that feels aligned with you in this moment. Next year it may change. Like I said, my vision board for my 25th birthday versus my 27th versus my 29th. All the vision boards look very different. I have a variety of different ones. Okay. Like I said, I have some with images and words, some that's just different color representations. I have some that has Adinkra symbols. I have a variety of different ones. So do what is best for you and make it fun, whatever just feels right for you. And then if the vision boarding thing is not for you, script it. And what scripting your vision looks like is literally writing a script. When you manifest your desire, what will you be saying? What will you be thinking? What will your emotions be like? Write it out. Write it out like a script. Write it out like a story, of you receiving it, you living in it. Write the script. So that's what scripting it is. So whether you want to paint it, you want to use colors, you want to use art, you want to do graphic design, you want to write the script, no matter what you are doing, do what feels well and what feels aligned with you. Okay, do what feels aligned with you. All right. So those are just a few options just to get it out and release it into the universe. Release it into the universe. That's what the purpose of getting it out and putting the energy into the atmosphere. Okay, because the portal is open. So release it from through your portal into the universal portal. Okay. Now, another option is, of course, a little candle magic. That's another option, and there's a link for that in the resource of how to do it. But once you script it or you have that vision board, I would heavily advise, or even if you just want to write a list of your desires, I would heavily advise a simple, quick candle magic practice. And each step is in the video that's in the resources. But that's just simply when you place it under a white candle. You can use any candle that you desire. You don't have to be too strict on yourself. If all you got is a vanilla candle from the dollar store, use that. Okay. Whatever you have, but place it under a white candle, preferably. Around that candle, you want to put things that are aligned with your vision, aligned with abundance. So a variety of different crystals, some coins, maybe some food offerings, okay? Maybe something that represents you, okay? So a piece of jewelry or something that represents you. Some different herbs like basil. Basil is aligned with abundance. I'll give y'all some crystals and herbs at the end, of course. But put those things around the candle, light the candle, and keep it lit over the next 3 to 4 days. Okay, so the Lionsgate portal ends this year on August 12th. So you can keep the candle lit until August 12th. If it goes out before then, that's okay. Okay, that's okay. And then when it goes out, whatever you want to do with your vision or your script, you do that. If you want to hang it up, you want to keep it in a journal. Some folks like to keep a jar of visions, right? A jar of their desires so they could go back and reflect on it. You can release it into the water, but always remember that when it comes to the things that you desire, when it comes to the things that you want to manifest, this is not necessarily a burning release thing you want to do. This is a recycling release because you are multiplying the energy. So make sure that you release it into water. You can keep it and hold on to it. You could potentially reuse it and do something else and turn it into something else that's for abundance, but you want to recycle that energy, okay? So just always be mindful of that. And the same thing with the offerings and stuff like that that you put around the candle, okay? Always be mindful of that. The next thing that you want to do during this time, because we have intense intuition during this time, because it's a time that's easy for spiritual communication, this is also a good time to practice your astral projection. Really pay attention to your dreams. A lot of folks have probably been having a lot of intense dreams recently, especially with that super full moon in Aquarius. This Lionsgate portal is intensifying that, of course. So a lot of intense dreams. So practice your dream work. Again, there's a resource in the description for that. Practice your dream work. In that resource, I offer herbs and crystals and a variety of things when it comes to how to intensify your dreams, things that help you recall your dreams and all of that stuff. Practice your dream work. Practice your astral projection, which is going to be good for when we talk about karma. Okay, so utilize that energy of the veil being thin and receiving that spiritual communication. The next thing, this is a great opportunity. Now, family, people practice and believe different things. This is a great opportunity to practice quantum leaping or quantum jumping. Where quantum leaping or quantum jumping, and please do more research. I also have a video on that that's linked in the description. Quantum leaping or quantum jumping is the practice of literally almost basically in some releasing of leaping timelines or leaping realms sometimes. Okay, so that's what quantum leaping or quantum jumping is. And it's really just what you are doing is leaping into the life that you desire, jumping into the life that you desire. There is no waiting period. You are doing the work to kind of quantum jump to your elevated vibration of what you desire. So when we talk about quantum jumping, I don't want y'all to just think like, oh, I'm going to jump from this place into my new house. No, it's an energy thing. It's about jumping and elevating your vibration. Now, keep in mind, you can quantum leap or quantum jump up or down. Okay. You're not stagnant and remaining at the same energy level, the same vibration. You are jumping to the energy level, jumping to the vibration, the frequency that you desire that's aligned with what you want. Okay. So, the energy, the things that you may desire are on a certain frequency. When you quantum leap or quantum jump, you are putting in a lot of intentional energy work to jump to that frequency that's aligned with what you desire. Okay, so that way you are vibrating on the same frequency as what you want to manifest. That's what quantum leaping or quantum jumping is. And again, there's a resource and a video for that in the description. Okay, if you want more details on how to do that, as well as some things that you can utilize to help you do that. Okay, family. Now, the next thing you want to do, because this is a manifestation time period, a lot of folks, they come up with the things that they want, the things that they desire. They have a list, they're doing the work, and then they're just sitting and watching and waiting and waiting and waiting. It's important right now to practice the law of detachment. Practice the law of detachment. If you are in the wellness community and you've been riding with us for a while, we have Deepak Chopra, the 7 spiritual laws of success. And we had a book club meeting. If you are new to the wellness community, the replay for that book club meeting is in the Patreon. Go to the collection section and you'll be able to see or quickly find that replay for that Zoom, for that book club meeting. And also my notes for that book are also in the Patreon as well. So you'll be able to get that there too. Okay, family. If you are not in the wellness community, join thequeenpo.com. Join at thequeenpo.com, and $5 a month and you get access to all the things, including the notes from this video today. Okay, but the thing about the 7 spiritual laws by Deepak Chopra that I love so much, we read that, family, last year, July. I was shocked. I didn't even realize it's been that long, y'all. We read that book last year in July. Okay, in July. Ain't that crazy? But yes, so what I love the most about the way Deepak Chopra broke down the 7 spiritual laws is that he gave you clear practices on how to do it. And again, I have a resource in the description explaining exactly how to do it based on his breakdown. Okay, and I'll talk about that in that video as well. But the reason that it's important to practice the law of detachment at this time, family, is because what the law of detachment is about is not being focused on the how is your manifestation is going to come, how it's going to manifest, how it's going to show up, how are you going to get to it, or how it's going to come to you. It's about not being focused on the how or the when. So really the law of detachment is about releasing control. Releasing control. That's what the law of detachment is about, family. So right now, it's going to be important for you to intentionally practice the law of detachment, intentionally release control. Yes, the portal is open. Yes, the veil is thin. This is a beautiful, amazing time to manifest. Put your vision out there. Vision board, script, do your candle work, quantum leap, quantum jump, put the work in to do that. Practice the law of detachment. Don't worry about the how. Don't worry about the when. Don't do your quantum leaping, quantum jumping practices and you're just sitting like, have I leaped? Have I leaped? Have I leaped? Is the thing going to happen? Is the thing going to happen? A part of the practice, family, is releasing control and trusting the process. Trusting the process, trusting spirit to align you with not your timing, but divine timing. For the manifestation to come in divine timing. Trust in the divine timing and the divine alignment of it all. It's beyond you. It's in spirit hands now. So you allow spirit, God, the universe to all work in your favor. Shout out to the alchemist, Paulo Coelho. That's our book of the month for this month, family. We're having our book club meeting on August 19th. One of my favorite quotes from that book, I'll always say it. Shout out to Paulo Coelho. In The Alchemist, he says, The entire universe is conspiring in your favor. When you know what you want, when you know what you desire, always remember the entire universe is conspiring in your favor. All you have to do is decide, and that's the vision. Decide what it is you want. Put the vision out. Practices to help manifest this vision. That's the putting in the work part, right? Implementing your practices to help manifest the vision. Law of detachment, release control, and trust that in divine timing, you will divinely align with what it is for you. What is for you will come to you. The entire universe is conspiring in your favor. Always remember that. So practice the law of detachment, okay? Practice that. And the last thing that's very good for this time, again, the veil is thin. A lot of people don't talk about this for the Lionsgate portal, but I need y'all to tap into this energy. This is a good time for your karma work. And when I talk about karma work, I'm talking about cleaning your karma, transmuting your karma, and or transcending your karma. Okay? Cleansing your karma, transmuting your karma, and or transcending your karma. Okay? Be mindful of that. Now, when we talk about cleaning your karma, we're talking about, cleaning karmic debts by taking responsibility for your wrongdoings, transmuting karma by making your karma useful and beneficial to the all. For example, of course, you're always going to have to take accountability, but then asking yourself, how can I teach these lessons to others? How can I practice this lesson and utilize my practice to benefit the all? So that's what it means to transmute your karma. Cleansing your karma is the part where you take accountability for it. Transmuting your karma is using the lessons, using the karma, using what you have done and taking accountability for, and teaching it to the all, okay? Giving it to the all. How can I make this beneficial for the all? That's the transmuting the karma. And for transcending your karma by meditating and consistently moving through your karma and spirit realm, and that's where your astral projection is going to come from. So that's why I said and or transcending your karma, because the practice of transcending your karma, some people are not into, some people are not into astral projection, and I completely understand. But if you are, go watch the video on astral projection. That's under that what to do. That's that resource. And then also watch the video on karma to get more understanding on how to utilize the astral projection as the astral possession. You ain't possessed. You ain't possessed. How to utilize the astral projection to transcend your karma in spirit realm. Okay, family? Now, let's get into some journal prompts. Okay, and again, resources are in the description for all of that so you can get a deeper understanding on how to do all of the what to do's. Hey, Natty. Hey, Natty. Natty, y'all, Natty has been with me for a long time. Okay, Natty has been supporting forever my journey on YouTube, forever. Okay. You said, well, I'm replaying this video like all weekend, like Hot 97 or DJ Khaled. Come on, another one. Another one. Come on, replay it. Replay it. Okay. Replay it. But okay, family, let's get to these journal prompts. So as usual, I'm going to give you 5 journal prompts. Now, if you are taking notes by hand, you may want to take these verbatim. Now, let me tell you something the sister did with my previous video, and I don't mind this at all, family. The sister took the journal prompt specifically. Now, I don't want you to do this with everything, but she took the journal prompt specifically and she typed them out and time stamped them and she posted it in the comments. So that other people who came behind her, they can easily access. They could just copy and paste the journal prompts, And I thought that was a beautiful thing that sister did, So she typed it out verbatim, time stamped it in the video, like so they could click on the time and quickly go to that journal prompt so they could hear the deeper explanation. And then that way it gives people behind her. And I'm not saying y'all have to do this, but I'm saying if anybody wants to do this, because I know some folks are typing and taking notes on their own So if you are doing that and you want to copy and paste it in the chat or in the comments for others behind you to comment quickly, get those journal prompts. I don't mind that. Now, don't do that with all my notes. Don't do that with all my stuff. Be mindful, be respectful of my content. Okay? Be respectful. But the journal prompts, I definitely don't mind. And I think that that's a beautiful, community thing to do. I really do. So for the journal prompts, the first one, what would spiritual enlightenment mean to you? What are your signs of enlightenment? And what is your next level of elevation? And that's the first one. That's the one you got to start with, family. Because see, what that really is about, that's the introspection. Oftentimes we talk about spiritual enlightenment. We talk about the Kundalini awakening. We talk about this thing of being enlightened. We talk about these things, right? But what does that mean for you? So again, what would spiritual enlightenment mean to you? What are signs of enlightenment? What is your next level of elevation to get to enlightenment, to get to your vision of enlightenment? What is your next level? Okay, what's your next step of elevation? What would that look like? What would you need to see and feel to know I have elevated to my next step, my next level in this journey of enlightenment? Okay? That's that introspection. That's that connecting with that Ori. That's that manifesting from within. Okay? Get into that one. The second journal prompt. How has karma impacted your life? What areas of karma would you want to work on cleansing, transmuting, and or transcending? How has karma impacted your life? What areas of karma would you want to work on cleansing, transmuting, and or transcending? What is your relationship with karma? How have you seen karma show up in your life for others as well as for you? Oftentimes we'll point the finger, right? Somebody has done us wrong and we'll see them, receive their karma. Because the one thing about that karma, honey, the shout out to the scripture. The Bible says, the Lord will prepare a table for me in the presence of my enemies. Something like that. Okay, I might have remixed it. I might have paraphrased, but it's something like that. God will prepare a table for me in the presence of my enemies. One thing about that karma, when people do you wrong, God will always put you in a position to see their karma. Always, even when you don't want to, even when you try not to, you always gonna find out that karma done hit them. So it's easy to point the finger at other people and say, oh, I know how karma has shown up in my life because when this person did this to me, they got their karma. When this person did that, they got their karma. I know karma, but how has karma hit you? This is that cleansing karma part. This is that transmuting karma part. What are some things you have done that you know there is some karmic energy that has already manifested in your life, good or not so good? Because karma is not just a negative thing. And watch the karma video for more detail on that. Karma also works in your favor. It's always working in your favor. But also when you do good things, it returns unto you. That energy is reciprocitous and comes back to you. So karma has multiple faces and multiple sides, So for other folks as well as yourself, talk about the good and the not so good times that karma has spun the block. Karma has spun the block on you. When is a time in your life or a few times in your life that you could say, I did this and this is how the energy returned to me abundantly? Okay. So that's that first one. Now, the next aspect of that question is really asking you about karmic debt. And this is where it takes a lot of accountability. That's that karmic cleansing. The karmic debt aspect is really asking yourself in this lifetime, What are some things I have done that wasn't so well? And maybe you can't track how karma has already spun the block on you, but you can track how you didn't show up as your highest self in that moment. And as a result, somebody may have been hurt, harmed, or suffered. And how could you transmute that karma? How could you transmute that lesson and use it to benefit all? And what ways could you show up better in a way that would benefit the all? So how could you transmute that karma? And also, again, utilize and acknowledge and highlight the positive sides. What are some ways that you've shown up in wellness, that you elevated folks, right? That you have shown up as your highest self. And again, you've seen that karma spin the block, or you would like for that karma to spin the block in favor of your wellness. Okay. That's that reciprocity energy. That's that reciprocity. Like I said, we talk about karma. A lot of people, they always think negative about it, but karma is really about having a reciprocitous relationship with the universe. The energy you put out is the energy you get back. The energy you put out is the energy you get back. That's essentially what karma is, okay? And it won't look the exact same. It's an energy thing. So anything that is aligned with that frequency, always keep that in mind, family. When we're talking about manifesting, we're talking about karma, we're talking about anything like that. We're talking about energy here. This is not a material conversation. This is an energy conversation. This is an intention conversation. We're talking about frequencies. So the energy you put out, the frequency you vibrated at, everything that is aligned with that frequency, everything that is aligned with that energy will return to you abundantly. When you put out the energy of joy, any and everything that's aligned with joy will come back to you. When you put out the energy of love, anything that is aligned with the energy of love will come back to you. It may not always look the same, but it will return to you. The easiest example to give is abundance. When you give freely from the energy of abundance, and that could look at like giving somebody a piece of your sandwich, or giving somebody the love energy and abundance energy is giving somebody an abundance of the love that you hold within. So you feeling good about yourself, and you compliment a sister, and you make her smile and make her happy. That's sharing love energy. That's sharing your overflow of abundance and confidence, and so much energy just in that one act. Anything that is aligned with that energy of abundance and love will come back to you. So you may get blessed with a financial blessing. You may get blessed with a material blessing. You get gifted with something because all of that is aligned with the energy of abundance. Okay, so just because you gave somebody $1 don't mean you're going to get $1 in return. Sometimes you give somebody $1 and somebody come and bless you and fill up your refrigerator with some groceries. Or sometimes somebody will come bless you with a hug and some love in the time that you need it. All of that dwells at the frequency of abundance that you are aligned with, okay? So that's what we're talking about here. This is an energy conversation. This is an energy conversation, especially when we're talking about this karmic work, this reciprocity work, okay? But again, it's more resources and more information about that in the description. Let's get into some, oh, no, I haven't finished. Child, I gave y'all 2 journal prompts and was ready to move on. 2 journal prompts and was ready to move on. Come on, the spirit of Tina said, nice and easy. Take your time, sis. Take your time. I was about to give y'all 2 prompts and move on. Oh, thank you, Sister Queen Shonne. I just got your Cash App. I appreciate you, girl. We didn't need it. It was for the love. For the love. Okay, y'all go support Sister Queen Shonne Williams' book. Okay, I appreciate the love, girl. Finding Your Own Uniqueness by Shonne Williams. I appreciate the love, girl. I appreciate you. See, that's reciprocity. That's right there. Y'all just got to witness the karmic energy. For the love. Shonne didn't ask me to shout out the book. She didn't ask me to show her love. For the love. And then she just turned around and blessed me. I appreciate it, Sister Queen. I really do. Y'all just witnessed the karmic energy. Y'all just witnessed it. You just witnessed it. Okay. Now the next one. I'm trying not to have my shirt up too high because I ain't gonna front y'all. I got holes in it. I don't want y'all to see it. Okay, I got a little hole. Okay, I don't want y'all to see it. That's why I keep adjusting. Okay, I don't want y'all to know I'm over here looking dusty from here down. Okay, I gotta keep it light. I don't want y'all to know. I'm about to gather myself after this. I'm gonna get my life after I get off here. Okay, I just threw a little wrap and some earrings and lipstick on so y'all could think I done did something. I ain't did nothing. Okay, I ain't did nothing. I don't need y'all to know I'm dusty. Let's go on to the rest of the journal prompts. The third journal prompt. Okay, third journal prompt. If you had the opportunity to choose the time period and place you could astral project to, where would you go? What would you do? And why? And this is really a fun conversation starter, family. This is a fun conversation starter. If you had the opportunity to choose the time period, and place you could astral project to, that you could spiritually go and visit and see, where would you go? What would you do? And why? Why? This is a good one. This is a good one. Okay, this is a good conversation starter. This is a good conversation to have with friends and family, that astral projection. Now, I feel like you can learn a lot about folks based on what they say. I ain't gonna flex, okay? I know some white folks watching this. Let me get white folks watching this. Let me just give y'all a little hint. When this conversation come up, y'all need to say something that's post-slavery era. We be watching y'all. When this conversation come up and y'all be like, I would jump back to the 1920s. What that mean? What that mean? What you trying to say? We be watching. Well, that's too Jim Crowish. That's too Jim Crowish. What time period I would jump back to the early 1700s. What in the plantation? What in the plantation? What you anything plantation, Jim Crow era? What you trying to say? What you trying to say? Come on, Becky, let them know. Don't say nothing 1920s to 1960s. Don't say nothing that's pre-Civil War. Y'all need to keep it at 80s and up. 80s and up. Okay, when we ask you where you would astral project to, and you say something that's Jim Crowish, anything civil rights, I hear dogs barking. I feel fire hoses. I hear water, fire hoses. Fire hoses. I don't know what's going on. I see trees with ropes. You got to relax. So white folks, I'm giving y'all the warning. Y'all got to be careful how y'all answer that one. That may be a question you need to answer privately in your journal. That may be a question y'all got to keep in the journal. I don't know if that could be a conversation starter for y'all, okay? Just keep in mind. The next journal prompt, okay? If you could manifest one thing right now, what would it be? One thing, if you only had one. What is the one thing right now in this moment where if somebody said, right now, tell me what it is that you desire, one thing, and you can have it. What would it be? What would you do with it? And why? What is the vision for it? What is the intention for it? What would it be? What would you do with it? And why? What is the vision for it? What is the intention for it? Okay? Be mindful. Okay? The fifth journal prompt. An aspect of the law of detachment is to release control of the how and when it comes. What are some of your signs and symbols that your desire is manifesting? What are your signs and confirmations that, this is it. This is it. You're not trying to control. You're not obsessing. It's not about trying to have it happen this way at this time. But when it is happening, what are your signs and symbols that like, hey, it's manifesting. It's happening for me. That made me think of, is that Tasha Cobb or Kiara? That's Kiara Shear. It keeps happening for me. That's Kiara Shear. Happening. It keeps happening for me. But yes, what are your signs and symbols? What's your confirmation that your manifestations are manifesting? Okay. I don't know why my hair wrap don't want to stay wrapped today. I don't know why it's not cooperating. Let's go to the crystals. Crystals. 5 crystals, family. Of course, I'm gonna tell you what they are for. With the crystals, you can use these crystals to meditate. You can hold them for meditation. You can carry them with you. You can practice Reiki on yourself with them by putting them on your energy points, holding them. You could take a spiritual bath and put them around your spiritual bath. I'm gonna give y'all some herbs later that you can use in a spiritual bath. You can put the crystals under your pillow, especially if you're doing some dream work. There's a variety of things, right? So it's really up to you how you want to utilize these crystals. Of course, I would definitely advise, if you are going to do some meditation, especially with the crystals, this is the perfect time to do that while sunbathing, right? While sitting out in the sun and doing that in the sun, right? And aligning with that energy of this Lionsgate portal. 5 crystals. The first one, obsidian. And the beautiful thing about obsidian is it dissolves blockages in the physical that could lead to or cause health issues. When I chose the crystals for this one, I always choose the crystals intentionally. And when I chose the crystals for this one, I really wanted to focus on having a crystal that you could utilize to manifest a variety of things. So for health, I chose obsidian because obsidian is good for dissolving any blockages in the physical body that could later lead to health issues. So if something that you want to focus on is manifesting is good health, an obsidian crystal would be aligned with that. The next crystal, celestite. Celestite. And what I love so much about celestite is it's good for enhancing dreams, dream retention, and dream recall. Okay, so if you are trying to manifest clarity, you're trying to manifest deeper connection with spirit, deeper connection with ancestors, celestite is really good for that. Okay, the next one, if you're trying to attract abundance, especially in the form of money, pyrite or green aventurine, pyrite or green aventurine, that's 2 right there. Okay, so pyrite or green aventurine. Of course, you could use both if you want to attract abundance energy, especially in the form or symbol of money. That those 2 are good. The fourth crystal, this is another one where you have an option of 2, or you can just use either or both. You know, it's up to you. Rose quartz or rhodonite, and that's if you're trying to attract or manifest love energy. Rose quartz or rhodonite. Okay. Yes, you could put the crystals in your bra. Yes, you could put the crystals in your bra, Clara. Put them in your bra, put them in your drawers, do whatever you want, okay, with the crystals, okay? It's about transferring the energy. So rose quartz or rhodonite if you want to attract love energy. And then clear quartz, of course, clear quartz is known as a master healing crystal, an all healing crystal, an all knowing crystal. Clear quartz is good for clarity, increased intuition, as well as overall healing. So a clear quartz, okay? We always keep a good clear quartz close. Always. Okay. So run it back through the crystals again. It's 5 crystals, but really about 7 crystals. Okay. Because you have an option of either or for 2 of them. So obsidian, celestite, pyrite or green aventurine, rose quartz or rhodonite, clear quartz. Okay. Those are your crystals. Now, herbs. And with these herbs, because I always get asked, what do we do with the herbs? What do we do with the herbs? These herbs could be, these particular herbs for this month, especially, they can be used for a tea, but I would heavily advise utilizing these herbs for a spiritual bath or a smoke bowl, smudging. That's what I would use these herbs for. Spiritual bath or smudging. And again, with these crystals and these herbs, when you do your candle magic, you could also put them around your candle. Okay, but I would heavily advise spiritual bath or smudging with these particular herbs. But again, you could also make a tea. You could also put them in your food when you're cooking if you want to, just keep the party going, Herbs. Basil. The basil is a very common herb, very popular herb. It's also easily accessible. You can get it at any grocery store. Yes, your grocery store basil. Basil attracts abundance and love energy, and it also enhances astral projection. Keep in mind, anything that you're going to use for astral projection or anything like that, you also can roll it up and smoke it. You roll it up and smoke it, okay? And that's the way to get the quick energy. So for astral projection, anything like that, you can use your basil. You can mix your basil with a little bit of some poppy seeds, okay? Your basil, a little bit of poppy seeds, have some mugwort, some blue lotus, some damiana, and you put that in a blend together and you roll it up and you smoke it, okay? If you want to have enhanced dreams and dream recall and stuff, dream retention. So basil attracts abundance, love energy, but as well as helps with astral projection. The next one, allspice. Allspice. Allspice attracts success, business prosperity, prosperity in the home, and overall abundance. Okay, allspice. The next herb is cedarwood. Cedarwood attracts mental wellness, strength, and clarity. Cedarwood is good for the mind. Okay, so the basil is about abundance. The allspice is about overall success and prosperity in all areas. The cedarwood is about mental wellness. Okay, mental wellness. The next herb is calendula, or you can use high john, or you could use both. But this is where you got your combination: calendula or high john the conqueror. This attracts justice, equality, and peace energy. It sweetens outcomes for you. So if you're waiting for the results of something, you're waiting to hear back from a job, you have a court case or something like that, it sweetens outcomes and attracts the energy of justice and equality, fair treatment. Okay. So calendula or Hajjana conqueror. Calendula, as y'all know, is also very good for womb wellness. Okay, very good for womb wellness. That's a good yoni steam herb. So if you want to practice your womb wellness, you get your calendula, you get your nettle, and a dong quai, a variety of herbs like that. You can make a tea out of it. You could do a yoni steam, all of that in a Patreon. Type in womb or menstrual, woman's health, any type of keywords like that in a search. And I already have a couple posts about like with the list of herbs and a variety of other practices and things you could do for womb wellness. Okay. Also in the group chat too. The last herb is shepherd purse. Shepherd purse. Now, shepherd purse is not a very you likely would have to go to a herb store to get this, okay? But if you go to a herb shop, they'll know. In like the herbalist community, it's pretty popular, okay? But it's not a grocery store thing. It's not something you'll find in the grocery store most commonly, okay? Shepherd purse, all healing herb for the full body. Full body. And this is another good herb that's basically for health and wellness. All right. So everything else was for abundance and success and justice and equality. But the shepherd's purse is really about overall full body healing. It's good for the digestive system. It's good for the womb area. It's good for circulation. It's good for so many different things. Okay. It's also a diuretic. It's excellent. Okay. So definitely utilize the shepherd's purse. Is calendula safe for nursing moms? Oh, Deja. I should have known. Deja, what I will say, calendula is a good herb. I personally, some do, but I personally would not advise it for nursing mothers. That's just me personally. That's just me personally. And it's really because calendula is not what I would put on, I wouldn't put it on the list of gentle herbs. I wouldn't. Okay. But everybody's different. Everybody's different. Okay. Everybody's different. But research it, see what it says for yourself. I always tell folks research, research it and see what it says for you. And this is with any herb, family, any herb. Okay. Now, again, running back through the herbs: basil, allspice, cedarwood, calendula or hajan, and shepherd's purse. Okay, those are your 5 herbs. All right, family. So that is our Lionsgate portal video. Wellness community, we have our Zoom tonight. The intention for our family meeting, our Zoom meeting tonight, is for us to talk about this Lionsgate portal, talk about manifestation, talk about the energy right now, some of the things that was discussed in this video. And then primarily the main intention for the Zoom tonight is to have an open Q&A where y'all can ask any questions that y'all desire. Okay, somebody had messaged me on Instagram and they was like, Queen, I want to know what you think about this. And it's something that's going on in the show. They want to know what I think about the Lizzo situation. So I said, I'll talk about it tonight. I'll talk about it tonight in the Zoom, but I'm not talking about that publicly. That's not, but yes, so it's an open Q&A. I already know one of the questions that's going to be asked, or that was already asked, and I'll respond to that tonight. But family, the wellness community, the Zoom is tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I will see y'all there tonight at 7. Open Q&A. Come with your questions ready. Anything y'all want to know about, come ready. Everybody else, I will see y'all soon when spirit leads me. When spirit leads me. People be like, oh, where you at? Where you? Listen, I don't follow a schedule per se. I speak when spirit says you should talk about this, you should talk about this. You should expound on this topic. Something is on my mind, something is on my heart, something is on my spirit. That's when I speak. See, I practice the art, and I advise that everybody practice this. I practice the art of shutting the fuck up. If I don't have nothing to say, I don't just talk just to talk. I don't just talk just to get views. I speak when my spirit leads me to speak, when it's divinely timed and divinely aligned, and I don't allow anything or anyone to rush my process. I know how to hush. I know how to hush. So if you ever see me and it's ever been a while, just tell yourself, oh, Queen is in hush mode. She ain't got nothing to say. And when I have something to say, I'll pop back out. Okay. So, wellness community, I'll see y'all tonight at 7. Everybody else, I pop out when I pop out. Okay. Love y'all. Peace. Y'all be good.